World War I. How did one assassination lead to a global catastrophe? You see, the events that ignited the Great War weren't just about one man, but a web of alliances, rivalries, and egos. It all started on a fateful day in 1914. The heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, and his wife, Sophie, were traveling through Sarajevo. A young Bosnian Serb nationalist, Gavrilo Princip, was lying in wait. He believed that by eliminating the Archduke, he could help liberate his people from the grip of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. When the shots were fired on June 28, 1914, it wasn't just the Archduke that fell. Those bullets hit the heart of Europe's fragile peace. But wait, was it really about this one assassination? Not exactly. Europe, at the time, was a powder keg. Nations were locked in alliances that made the political landscape incredibly tense. On one side, you had the Triple Entente, Russia, France, and Britain. On the other hand, the Triple Alliance, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy, though Italy would soon switch sides. These alliances were supposed to deter war, but in reality, they did the opposite. One wrong move, and everyone was bound to get dragged in. And here's where things got tricky. Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia for the assassination and wanted revenge. But they didn't act alone. Austria-Hungary had Germany in their corner, under the leadership of Kaiser Wilhelm II, who promised unconditional support. That gave them the green light to send Serbia an ultimatum so impossible, it was meant to provoke war. Serbia, backed by Russia, didn't back down. So, on July 28, 1914, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia. Boom, war is officially on. But it didn't stop there. Russia mobilized to protect Serbia, which freaked out Germany, who declared war on Russia. And just like that, the dominoes started to fall. Germany declared war on France because, well, they had an old rivalry. And here's where things get really wild. Germany invaded Belgium to get to France, violating Belgium's neutrality. That's when Britain stepped in. Belgium's neutrality was guaranteed by Britain, and now they had no choice but to join the fight. So, in a matter of days, a localized conflict between Austria-Hungary and Serbia spiraled into a full-blown world war. But why was everyone so ready for war? Well, it wasn't just about the assassination. Europe had been itching for a fight. Nations had been building massive armies, fueled by nationalism, imperialism, and militarism. Every major power thought they could come out on top. It was a time of competition. Everyone wanted to expand their empires, show off their military strength, and prove their dominance. And let's not forget, some leaders were desperate to distract their people from problems at home. So when the assassination gave them an excuse, it was like the ultimate game of chess, except every move made the situation worse. Each country thought they could manage the war, contain it. But what they didn't realize was, the war was about to take on a life of its own. The first few weeks were filled with optimism. Many thought the war would be over by Christmas. But as the trenches were dug, the reality of what this war would become started to sink in. Millions of soldiers soon found themselves trapped in a stalemate that no one had expected. The modern weapons, machine guns, poison gas, artillery, made the war deadlier than anything the world had ever seen. The sheer destruction left nations stunned. But remember, this wasn't just about a single assassination. It was about years of tension, unchecked nationalism, and leaders who thought war would be quick and glorious. The result? A conflict that changed the course of history forever. So there you have it. World War I didn't just start. It was a slow-burning fire, waiting for the spark that would turn it into an inferno. And once that inferno began, there was no turning back. Next time someone tells you it was just an assassination that started it all, you'll know the truth. It was a ticking time bomb, and in 1914, it finally exploded.